Guys, it's your boy PrimeTimePat here with another video, and today we're going to do a reaction video to the interview 50 just had with Gilly and Wallow on $1 Million Worth of Game. And I'm going to put the link in the bottom so you guys can watch the whole thing. But there was one particular statement that 50 had said on there that I want to go over with you guys, and I want to figure out some numbers because I don't understand it either. But let's go ahead and watch it. Again, thank you guys for subscribing and watching, and let's start.
How much money did he give you for that first deal?
I got $1 million.
Cash, straight after taxes.
The only person that pointed out that $1 million was no money was Damon Dash, and he has no money now.
Yeah. That's so real. Those who came first will be last, and those who were last will be first.
If I only felt that, because he said, well, there ain't no money. Like, after you get your watch, chain, and you look out for the homies, and you do this, then it's nothing. Right? And I was like, nigga, I'm from 134th Street. $1 million is a lot of money.
Right. And $1 million is a lot of money, unless you're Jeff Bezos. Other than that, I see a lot of times in comments, people be saying, oh, $1 million. And what are you spending your money on that $1 million is not a lot of money? Who are you that $1 million is not a lot of money? People, watch out when people tell you these type of statements and they're throwing out numbers on their business that they're making 40K a month, 50K a month. Yeah, they're making 50K a month, but they're spending 49K a month. Do the math. And they love, and let me tell you who's big for those type of numbers. In the Amazon business, they're big. You can see them throwing out these charts showing that they're making 50K, 40K a month, but you do not know what these people's expenses are to make that. So they probably taking home $1,000 in profit. Be careful when people make that statement, this amount of money is not a lot of money. Unless you're Jeff Bezos or somebody that's making 50 to 100 million, a billion a year. How much money are you making or spending for you to be saying $1 million is not a lot of money? It doesn't make any sense.
I think I hit the lotto. Right. Are you gonna say it's no money? Like that use, and I just never forgot that because of how it felt.
Was that the only offer you got? Was any other labels offered you?
I met with everybody. I met with Clue, Desert Storm, all of them. It's because I wanted them to say they was doing the deal with me. First thing they did when they came in, Skeen came in with them. He said, yo, we talked to the wolves. They said it's okay to talk to you. You think I do a deal with it? They gotta ask somebody if it's okay.
What other labels you done a deal with? What other name brand labels that offered you a deal?
Dino the Valley Universal. They offered me a deal for the whole collective. Like they wanted my solo album and then the Achievement album. Yeah. Because I started making the tapes. But I didn't make the tapes until Ella was just talking about this recently. He was talking about Paradise. I wrote the chorus to Paradise. Charmel sung the reference vocals, and then A. Marie got it and turned it to what it is now. But I don't know why he was struggling with the idea of people feeling like I wrote for him, because I don't f about writing for LL Cool J, bro. Like, that was so far ahead of my career. Right. Like, I love LL Cool J. Like, I don't want him to ever feel like I want something or discredit him in any way. Like, that I think it was like
dog, you
the beginning.
Man. Like,
yeah, like.
Yeah. You guys can watch the rest. I'm gonna put it in, but we're gonna go over some things because I need some help. I'm gonna do some basic math for us because I need to understand why people that make 50K, 100K a year talking about $1 million is not a lot of money. Help me understand. So let's do this based on let's do this based on a single man or woman that's not married, Maybe you might have a girlfriend, but don't have kids, don't have big responsibilities like that. If I dropped $1 million in your hand today, tax-free, $1 million straight up, you should be able to live off that $10 million for 10 years at least. And y'all might say, oh, well, PrimeTimePat, how is that? Well, let's go over it. And we're going to show you why you guys are still broke, why we'll never move forward. Let's figure it out. And these are decisions that you need to make for your life, not to look good for anybody. So let's go over it. Somebody dropped $1 million in your bank account today, and you can retire today with $1 million. How long would it last you to live? And this is without investing your money, without doing anything yet to double that money or anything. Depending on where you're living, because there are some nice places where you can live. Let's say you get an apartment, $2,000 a month. That's on the lease. I've seen, if you live in the Orlando area, I've seen nice apartments, nice areas for $1,500 a month, $1,500 to $2,000 a month. So we'll do $2,000 on the high end. $2,000 a month for a year. You'll be spending $24,000 a year. For the next 5 years, you'll be spending $120,000 if you stay in that apartment. And that's just somebody that's living in an apartment. You don't go to buy a house. You're living in an apartment. For the next 5 years, you'll be spending $120,000 a month on that apartment. That's based on if you get an apartment that's $2,000 a month. So, okay. So, we got an apartment for the next 5 years. $120,000 out of your pocket right there. Cool. Because that's the most important thing. We need someplace to live. Next. Okay. And if we do $1,500 a month, for the next, every year you'll be spending at least, wait, let me fix that. If you do 1,500 times 12, that'll be $18,000 a year. Okay. Okay, and if you do apartment for $1,500 a month times 12, you'll be spending $18,000. $18,000 a year. For the next 5 years, you'll be spending $90,000 for the 5 years. Okay, we're gonna go off the higher one since you guys love to be high end, spending so much money. You'll be spending $120,000 for the next 5 years. Buying a car. We're not gonna be stupid. We can get a good secondhand car for at least 20. That's on the high end. I think you can get a better car for $10,000, $15,000. But let's spend a little more money. We'll spend for the next 5 years to hold us up for the next 5 years. We'll buy a car for $20,000, a decent car. Insurance, so that's $20,000 for a car, cash. $20,000. Insurance, we're gonna be spending about 20. Let's say our insurance is, what should I say on here? I think I said 150 times 12. That's 1,800. Okay. Yeah, I said we'll spend about $200 for insurance. So $200 a month for car insurance. We'll be spending about $2,400 a year For the next 5 years, that'll be $12,000 a year. Every 5 years. I'm sorry. Yeah, every 5 years, that'll be 12. So for the next 5 years, you'll be spending about $12,000. And then you'll have maintenance and this and that, depending on what car you got or whatever. I suggest you buy a Toyota or a Lexus. If you want a little more luxury, buy a Lexus. They gonna last you. So that takes care of our apartment and our car for the next 5 years. Now that we got our apartment and car good for the next 5 years, we can go over food, clothes, and trips. Now, food, again, we're basing this off of a single person, no kids. I don't see you spending no more than $500 a month on food. And this is based on going grocery shopping and cooking for yourself. Even if I was buying out, I want to be buying the most expensive things. I can see one time out of that month I'm spending $100 or more. But other than that, that $500 goes towards the groceries, which $500 a month will be $6,000 a year on food. For the next 5 years, that's $30,000 for the next 5 years. Then we have clothes. We're not buying designer. We're not buying all this nonsense. You got Ross, you got Marshalls, you got all these type of places you can find good clothes. If you go and look at my Instagram, all my videos, all that stuff is from Marshalls and TJ Maxx and all these type of places. So a year we're spending at least $3,600 on clothes. And then you have some dummies. Oh well, Pat. Some people are spending $3,600 on purses and jeans. Why are you spending $3,600 on jeans? And you're not even making $1 million a month. You gotta remember, people that's saying that $1 million is not a lot is somebody that's just like Jeff Bezos or somebody that has 50 million or something in their bank account, because they're making $1 million a month, $1 million a day. Watch out with these people that's putting these numbers up about their business that they're making $50,000 to $100,000 a day or a week, because you don't know what their expenses are. I can say I'm making $100,000 a year a month, and my expenses is $999,999. Some people are only coming back with $1,000 profit. Be careful. Be careful. Back to the clothes. The next 5 years, that will be $18,000 for just clothes. And remember, some of these prices, they can be cut in half. I don't need a $20,000 car. I can get a $20,000 car that can be cut in half. Also, my apartment, I don't need to get the apartment for $2,000. I can get the apartment for $1,500 instead. But let's move on. Now we have food. Then we'll go to trips. Y'all love to go on vacation. How much y'all spending on vacation, I don't know, but a single person, it shouldn't cost that much to go on vacation. Especially to some of these islands, the prices are not crazy. I say every 3 months you take at least 2 trips. That's $2,000 a trip. That's about $4,000 every 3 months. So that's about $12,000 a year. The next 5 years, that'll be $60,000 a year on trips. That price can be cut. But again, I gotta remember, y'all don't save y'all money, y'all don't do this, y'all love to spend. So let's put it at $60,000 for the next 5 years you'll be spending on trips. Okay, so there we go right there. So let's go over the prices we'll be spending for the next 5 years. That For our apartment, we'd be spending $120,000. For our car, we're buying cash, we will spend $20,000. For insurance, we'll be spending about $12,000. For food, we're going to be spending about $30,000. Yes, that's correct. For clothes, we'll be spending about $18,000. For trips, we'll be spending about $60,000. And this is all over the next 5 years with $1 million in your pocket. So subtract it from $1 million, that's about $260,000 you just spent over the next 5 years. That's $52,000 per year. Tell me why you're spending anything more than $52,000 a year and what you're spending it on. Please tell me in the comments, guys, where $1 million is not enough. You're still left with $740,000. So if you go ahead and do that for the next 5 years after that, that's going to 10 years, you'll be spending about $520,000 for the next 10 years. Tell me, how is that still not enough money? For the next 10 years of your life, you don't have to go to work. You have $1 million in the bank. What else are you spending your money besides these things that I just put here? That $1 million is not enough. I like to know. And I know some people will say certain things are not realistic. Guys, you guys are spending your money on stupid shit. This is why $1 million is not enough. And some of y'all do not even bring in $1 million to be talking like that. You do not have a business and you do not have a job that is even close to $1 million. After taxes, you guys don't even bring in the money you bring in that you guys are throwing out. You guys are just throwing out numbers. So please tell me what else, or maybe stuff I'm putting here is too cheap that you guys are saying $1 million is not enough. So tell me, why is $1 million not enough? What do you need to spend your money on more? Because the issue is you guys are not doing your math before you buy things. Help me. I know I'm missing some things, but I'm assuming any other thing beside these most important things, I don't think it's gonna be in the tens of thousands when you add it all up. Because we can cut out traveling, and we can cut out clothes. You'll even have more money in your hand. So let me know, why is $1 million not enough? Please put in the comments what expenses that you have that $1 million is not going to be enough. I would like to know. But yeah, guys, go ahead. Yeah, you heard 50. You heard him. But I'm gonna put the link of the video in my description, guys. Please go ahead and subscribe. This channel, I got certain videos is just common sense. This channel is about common sense, guys. Y'all don't have common sense. That's why y'all make statements like that. Well, go ahead and subscribe. Leave your feedback, guys. I want to hear what y'all got to say. And thank you for watching. And watch my other videos. Peace.